Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Brindille cable hung mini pendant. This is the 161080. Really beautiful, striking pendant. Let's get into details. So, this is 21.1 inches high, and that's going to be from the bottom of the glass to the top of the fixture body, and that's where that cable starts. 3 inches in diameter, and that's going to be your glass diameter. You're going to have an overall height, and this is going to be adjustable, don't forget, because this is cable hung. The shortest it's going to be able to come down from the ceiling is 24. The longest is 75 inches. Bottom of fixture to ceiling itself. If you need this to be shorter than the short or longer than the long, best thing to do, drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we can go over that. So lots of things to talk about on this. You're going to have two different finishes, metal finishes, and those are going to be vintage platinum, which is next to me here, and next to that is going to be soft gold. And if you want to see bigger examples of those, hop over to our website, HandmadeInVermont.com. If you're on that site right now, over in the red tabs on the left-hand side of your screen is going to be a finishes help guide. Give that a click for me. There's a video at the top of that. It doesn't really pertain to this fixture, so just scroll down a little bit and you're going to see a chart, and the chart is going to have 10 finishes on it, and you'll be able to see the soft gold and the vintage platinum right there. Click on either of those and you'll get a bigger picture with lots of samples of different things in either of those finishes. This is an aluminum fixture, and because of that it has to be done in opaque finishes, so that's why you have the two that are available there. So why don't we talk about the socket that is inside of this. So this is going to be using a GY 6.35 socket. It's also, I think it's called a T socket as well. Anyway, that's going to be a low voltage halogen socket, and that's right next to me. You'll be able to see the light bulb. It's a T4 bulb, and that bulb has little prongs on it that go into that socket. You're going to be rated for 50 watts. That's the max you're going to be able to use in this. That provides a ton of light, so don't be misled on that, thinking it doesn't. Halogens provide more lumens per watt than any other bulb, so always keep that in mind. It's a dimmable fixture. Put it on a dimmer. It's not going to be a problem at all. And moving on from there, why don't we talk about the glass on this. So this is going to be using Hubbardton Forge's opal glass, and that is their white glass. It's opaque, so you can't see through it. You're not going to be able to see the bulb. And you know that bulb is pretty high up inside of that fixture, inside that glass, so you're not going to really be able to see it from underneath either. This is great to put over kitchen islands, maybe in a small stairway, maybe in a very small vestibule if you have the ceiling height that can accommodate it. But most people are going to be putting it over kitchen islands and kitchen tables and places like that. So let's move on from there. Now the important thing is, let's talk about how this attaches to your ceiling. And a great way to start with that, over on the right hand side of your screen, under those pull down menus, scroll down a little bit and you're going to see a link, and it's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Well, click on that for me. Those installations instructions are the same ones that are going to be in the box for this. They are going to show you a ton of information that you won't get any other place. They're going to show you how the canopy works, how the rail track system works, and we're going to go over that in 2 seconds, how the glass goes in, where the socket is, all these kind of little details. And one thing it's going to show you are the 2 different ways you can order this. One is going to be using a traditional 5.5 inch diameter canopy, the one that's next to me here, and that's about this thick because it has not only does it have a transformer in it that needs to transform that voltage down to low voltage from your household voltage, but there's also room in that canopy that allows that cable to be pushed up inside of it and coiled up inside. You can't raise and lower it all the time. It's just during your installation, possibly other times. If you do it too many times, you can damage the cable. But anyway, during your installation, it really allows ease of getting it in and out of there without a problem at all, and it coils up inside of it, so it's pretty cool. The other thing you'll notice is that goes on your standard junction box very easily, and most of you guys are going to have this in place already, or you're going to be putting this into place if you're doing new construction or renovation. Therefore, you can dictate how far apart these pendants are going to be from each other. Very important. Because the other way you can order this is something called rail track, and this is the rail track connector that you would get instead of the canopy, the round canopy. And Hubbardton Forge doesn't own the patent on the rail track canopies that go up on the ceiling. You have to get those from a company called Tech Lighting, T-E-C-H Lighting. And they come in all kinds of different ways. They come in lines, they come round with lots of multi-ports. And the idea is that you use the connector in the picture here just to push up and connect into their canopies. You can also trim that cable and get it exactly the length that you want it to be. It's a nice clean line, clean look. However, because you're going to be buying those canopies, those canopies dictate, where those ports are on their canopies and where you're going to be plugging these in and how far apart they're going to be. So again, Tech Lighting's canopies are going to dictate that. If you have the opportunity to put in your own junction boxes, I would recommend you do that instead. Then you can decide where these are going to go and how far apart they're going to go from each other. Okey-doke. So that's that. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if you ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No other dealer does that. Some bigger items do not come back. Those are generally big things on pallets. We'll always give you a heads up on that on our site. We also offer a rush program. So Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock anything. Everything is made to order. It generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's very inexpensive. It's even less expensive because it's per line item if you're doing multiples of the same thing. So if you're doing 2 or 3 of these Brindille cable hungs and it's exactly the same, and you want them faster, just drop me a quick line and we can figure it out. Not a big deal at all. Our showroom has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's over on the left-hand side of the screen in the red tabs. Give that a click and you'll see everything that's here. We have this Brindille on display on the first floor of our showroom. It's a very beautiful piece. There's also a rod-hung Brindille too. You should check that out as well. Just go into Kitchen Pendants and you'll see the difference. When you go into the rod-hung version of this, it's going to be line voltage, it's going to be halogen bulb. However, you'll be able to use an LED in that one, and some things are different. So the canopy is a little different. Everything is different. You can order a lot of finishes in that. Check out both of these so you guys get a really broad idea of the differences between the 2 of them. Okey-doke. And anyway, going back to our showroom. Showroom is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. You can drop us a call at 802-446-2400 or email us at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com 24 hours a day, and we even get back to you on Sundays. And we spell out the word Vermont. So I think I kind of touched on everything. One little detail, we also have a clearance center here in Vermont too at our showroom. So when you do come to our showroom here in Wallingford, Vermont, the clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. So it's an awesome deal. Another great reason to come up. Besides, this is the only real showroom of Hubbardton Forge stuff in the world. So again, great reason to visit us. Thanks for stopping in today. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.